yet another program of Meet Your African CEO, where we celebrate the upcoming CEOs and making them as an African pride. Like you all know, we already have another CEO of the studio. He's no other person than Mr. Favor Esan. You are most welcome, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Please, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Favor Esan. I'm the CEO of Dexterity Plus. I'm from Akwa Ibom. At Dexterity Plus, we are into events styling, which we call event decorations.
Some people think that decoration and event planning are women business. As a man, what motivated you?
Decoration and event planning has been like a very tasky one, and it's been gender sensitive kind of. Initially when I started, a lot of people asked me questions, why decor of all things? But I learned from my mom, and this is how it all started. I'll give you just a very short, I'll take you back a bit. Some few years back, maybe like 10 years, 11 years or so, I was in a church with my parents where, the pastor of the church was a lady. She was a very nice lady and fantastic. But one morning, my dad woke up and said, no, me and my wife and my family, we can't be attending this church. People asked him why. So he said, because the pastor of the church was a lady. So I was like, why? Well, my father being a first man, left the church, and after so much plea, he had to just leave me behind in the church so that I can take over the decor, because my mom was in charge of the decor. So I've been doing that, after a few times I just see that, okay, people were getting married, birthday parties from the church and all that. I do that almost at no cost while still decorating the altar. So before I knew what was happening, there was a lot of demand on me. Okay, you have to be in Lagos, you have to be here, you have to be in Akure. So I needed people that could assist me. So I called a few people, tried to organize trainings. A few times they failed and all of that, But I keep on keeping on, because anytime I do things that were not necessary, I run to my mom and ask her. She would say, try it again. So I tried. And, here we are today.
Wow. Now, Dexterity Plus as a brand name. How did you come up with the name? When did you actually think of it? And did you ever think, what is the inspiration behind Dexterity Plus?
Well, like I said, the inspiration has been, God and my mom. The God factor in my business cannot be overemphasized. That's the truth, because from nowhere, God brought it to this point. This is how I came about Dexterity Plus. When I was overwhelmed, in this church, because at some point, a lot of people kept asking me to come do this, come do that, Favor, you're good, come and try this. And meanwhile, I was a student in UI. So I keep, studying and this and everything all together. So it was overwhelming at some point. So I just called a few friends in the church. I told them my intention, I want to organize a workshop. So that about one of the fantastic English that I knew then was dexterity. So I was like, okay, I think this dexterity, I have to use it. So I told them, like 3 or 4 of them, I told them I needed to organize a workshop, and the tag of the workshop should be something around dexterity. They should just, look for a sentence around dexterity. So they came up with dexterity, this one, dexterity, that one. So one of them came up with dexterity working wonders. I said, that sounds like it. Okay. So that was the tag of the workshop, for, I think in that particular year I did it like 4 times. So the first time I did, I think I printed like 30,000 handbills, spread it all over the city of Ibadan. So at the end of the day, I was expecting a lot of people to turn up, so, you know, my shock, you know, at the first day of the event, because it was 3,000 naira for 3 days. I did all I could, printed banners, did posters, and did all sorts. So at the end of the day, can you guess how many people I got? I got like 8 people. You know, seven of them paid 3,000 naira. In fact, one didn't pay until, you know, the end of the event and all that. So the other one was my friend. So I cried home. Went to meet my mom. I told her, I said, wow, I messed up. Oh, people didn't turn up and all that. So at the end of the day, she said, don't worry, maybe when you do it next time, you'll be fine. And meanwhile, I borrowed money from her to print the handbills and do a lot of stuff. So she said, go back again when you have the time to do it. So I didn't, well, she encouraged me. After 2 months, I went back again, you know, for the same workshop. I did the same thing I did. I didn't change the style. I abused everything, you know, I just changed the date too. I got, I think I got like 14 people. Told my mom I was not doing it again, like it was frustrating, a lot of money had gone in. So she encouraged again. I went back. So by the time I did it like 4 times, the last time I did, I got like 162 people. So each person paying like 500, you know, 5,000 naira. So my mom called me and said, it was too early for you to have given up. That's why I said you should go ahead again and again. So I asked her a question. I said, have you gone through this route before? But she was like, no. I just know that you don't give up early like that. So that's it.
I'm sure so many of you will want to hear more of this. He tried almost 5 times and there was a bit of progression.